Hello everyone, we're here once again with another episode of Games of Praise. We are here in Birmingham Cathedral. No, it's just a green screen. And we, as you know, we tour the country playing old video games in cathedrals, because that's what Games of Praise is. Wait, we're not in a cathedral. So this week, the people were spoken. There's a phrase we hear often these days. The will of the people have stated that they want me, your host Chris O'Regan, to play Skidmarks 2, also known as Super Skidmarks, on the Amiga. They come out on other platforms, but I'm playing it on the Amiga A1200, so it's the AGA version, which allows me to play it in high res. Woo! I'll show you the differences between high and low res in this little stream we're going to do for an hour and a bit, maybe less. I don't know. Yes. Let's find out a little bit about this game and what I'm playing it on and that kind of thing, and why we're playing it. So, we have the game came out in 1995 on various platforms. The Amiga, of course, which we're playing on, Amiga CD32 and the Megadrive. Most people are more familiar with the Megadrive game apparently, but I'm playing it on the Amiga. I'm on my Amiga A1200, as I say, expanded with 4 megabytes of fast RAM. Other than that, it does have a built-in hard disk as well, but it's not a hard disk, it's actually a compact flash card, because that's where you do hard disks on Amigas these days. And it's also got a Gotek floppy disk, but we had some technical problems, which I'll explain later. This game is developed by a chap called Chris Blackburn, and Asylum Software are the people who published it, but he sort of developed it as well. They published and developed the game on a piece of software or a development tool called Blitzbasic, which is kind of akin to the Amiga's version of Unity, if you like. It's like sort of the bread and butter, the language that many developers used in the latter years of the Amiga. And what else? So that's the game. No, it's New Zealand based, by the way. The developers are New Zealand based. That's a thing. There it is. So we had some technical difficulties with this game. We tried to use solid state like on our USB sticks. Wasn't having it. The game really wasn't liking that. So we had to go back to basics, everyone. We've had to resort to using our original floppies. These floppies are 23 years old. We was very nervous about using them, but we had no choice. The game wasn't working. We didn't want to let you down. We wanted to stream the show as we do, and here it is, the original floppies. We've got all of them, all of the floppies. Does mean I've got my external floppy disk drive as well. We haven't got an internal one because that's taken up by a Gotek. So there it is, the original floppies. We've got them all stacked up over here on the right. Controller, we always talk about controllers on this show. If you're new to the show, welcome. So we always talk about controllers and what controllers we're using to play these games. People want to know. People like to know. At least I think so anyway. We're using the Gravis, the Gravis gamepad. So the Gravis gamepad, is one of the earliest gamepads that allow the Amiga to have 2 separate fire buttons. I know it's got 4. I'll explain how the 4 work in a moment. But it's actually got 2 separate fire buttons. And the Amiga actually supported 2 fire buttons, not just 1. So now the way this system worked is that you have it can be used ambidextrous, so you can use left or right-handed. And there's some switches on the top. Switch on the top there. Keep them clonking the headphones there. Switch on the top there and switch on the bottom there. That basically allows you to use it left or right-handed, you see. So I am very much right-handed, so I'm using this default setting. But anyway, there's my controller. A1200. Yes, we talked about the game, so there. So let's show you how this game works and how it flies and what you're supposed to do. And it's quite a basic game, actually. There's no power-ups. It's just pure, unadulterated racing on on dirt tracks that are built using fractals. You can make out the fractals and maybe polygons actually, but yeah, it's undulating sort of like landscape, which really marked it out. So I'm just going to start a race here. So this is it on high res. There we go. Oh. So I'm the red car. I'm currently third now. Oh. It's and each different. There's many different cars. You can even drive a cow, which is a bit weird. I've done very badly. Started off very badly. I've gone up there. See, this is bad. I can do escape. I can do escape. Yes. Change track. I can change the track. So let's get. Well, I can read the floppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the floppy disk out. So I had in here the cars disk, which we don't really need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip back to track 1. There you go. Yeah. I'm going to pop that in the floppy disk drive. I think they might hear it. So I'm going to read the floppy. You might hear it whirring away. And there's the tracks coming up. So I'm going to select, well, this one. Oh, fun and excitement. So how are we doing on this hot, sunny afternoon? It's still on the Porsches. That's good. So the high res really sort of zooms out. So it's kind of cool that it is so zoomed out, but and it runs really well. But it's running very well on my Amiga 1200 because of the AGA chipset for a start. And also because of the fast RAM, the extra RAM, it helps the machine run even faster because it's accessing RAM that's much easier. It's not just for graphics and everything else. That's what the Amiga had. It had two types of RAM. It had graphics RAM, they called it, and then fast RAM. Fast RAM could only be put in as accelerated RAM or something like that, or it had to be an add-on. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. How does this game work or handle? It's basically fire button, just one fire button to accelerate, and to let go, to brake, you simply let go. And because it's skid marks, you're just constantly sliding around. You can use other cars to boost you a bit. It's actually a valid strategy, which you can see me using a couple of times with this black car. Just swung in there for the first. And now I'm chasing first. This is the full 4 laps. I'll show you the low res in a moment, but let's. Like I said, this game came out on the Mega Drive. Never played that version. I didn't quite get first. I was pipped at the post, somewhat disappointingly. So what I'll do is I'll just exit that. So and I'm going to go low res. Do another start. It's the same one, but this is on low res, yeah. You can do up to 4 players, but this is how the game looked on the Mega Drive, I understand, because the Mega Drive couldn't do the high res shenanigans. And you could actually make your own cars. You could render your own cars, which is pretty impressive. So almost like early version of modding. Actually, it's exactly a version of modding, but so there's invisible walls, which is somewhat annoying. But then again, you can't expect much for a game of this age. It is 23 years old. Give it a break. But it is all about the sliding, all about the power slides, all about turning in the corners just at the right angle, at the right speed. And the thing about the skid marks is it leaves. You can see little trails everywhere. Like you can see all the skid marks all across the track. That was its. Oh look, over. I actually did a little better there. But yeah, you leave little skid marks as you go around, which is very cool. So I'm going to do a select cars. So yeah. Oh, okay. So there's the different cars you can drive. Very cool. Oh, let's do the F1s. This will be fun. Let's see how these go. It's got HD installed there. Have you noticed the icon on the far right hand side there? I tried that earlier. I had Guru Meditation error on the Amiga. Could do that right now if you want to see it, but no, don't want to. You don't want to see that. So let's start a match race again, and it's asking for a different car disc. So we're going to have some more churning sounds, I'm afraid. Here we go. And yeah. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that it still works. I'm stunned that it still works, but it does. I wonder how these are going to handle. By the way, this little bouncy ball, you can sort of. Oh, there we go. So these, F1 don't really go to do like sliding. I'm not sure if they handle differently. I think they do. At least I like to think they do. But anyway. It seems like the anathema of F1 cars. They will not last long on a track like this. But there it is. Video games! Let's have a look. I actually prefer it in this low res. Actually, you can see what's going on. Even though you can't see that far in front of you, it just feels more like Micro Machines, if you get my meaning. Same sort of size as Micro Machines. And I believe the original Skidmarks, which I adored, I loved the original Skidmarks, was the same kind of like zoomed in resolution. Didn't have high res because it was for the A500 or the original Amiga. And we do have a copy of that here as well, and I almost put that on instead because it's only got a couple of discs rather than the vast array of this game has. No, but we promised Super Skidmarks, and we're going to give you Super Skidmarks. So here it is. Way, that was fast. So we could change track and stuff. I won't. So what I'm going to do now is we've played the game. I showed you how it works pretty much. It's very simple. There's no slipstreaming. There's no boosts. There's no upgrading of kits and bits of bobs, and it's just race like the wind. Just race. So what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt championship. Just going to try it. So there's Bikini Alley, Frozen Jelly, Beetle Battle. Let's try Beetle Battle. So track disc 1 and car disc 1. So forgive me. Here we are. We've got car disc 1 in there already, but let's do track disc 1, which is this one, and we'll just pop that in there like so. It goes clicky, and we just do OK. So then it loads it into memory. Very exciting stuff. I just can't believe how these discs are still working, but they are. The crunching track. Okay, and then I get the car disc 1. Another thing about the Megadrive version, it didn't suffer from this constantly floppy disk access. But there it is, that's the Amiga for you. What you gonna do? Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't think it likes the VW on the. Maybe I did speak too soon. Maybe this part of the thing is. I might pop it in again one more time, see if it can be. Yeah, it can't read it. I'll try one more time. You know, these things happen. Yeah, can't read it. Very sad. Let's try frozen jelly instead. These discs are very old. Bound to have problems. Okay, that's frozen jelly. Let's guard this one again. Hopefully, it can read this particular one. Let's have a look. Damn, it's the VW again. Sorry, I probably won't load it again. So I don't know what it's going to want to load. We'll see. Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, we'll try another one. Let's do mini magic. I know I can load the mini. Track this too. Come on. No one wants to see this. Here we go. Wish me luck, everyone. Whoa. Is this me or are these really, really fast? Holy crap. I can't control this. Have I gone the wrong way? I don't know. No, I haven't. This is a disaster. I can't control this car. They've lapped me. They've actually lapped me. Well, this is embarrassing. Well. Honestly, I can't control this car. That was a disaster. I can't control the car! Okay. Let's try again. I'll try to be more prepared this time. Those arrows are really confusing. I'm not doing any better, am I? These... This is just nigh impossible to control. This is horrible. Yeah, apparently I'm lost. Yeah, really? You think? Oh, that's just so hard to control. Awful. Awful. Not gonna bother. I'll try another one. Should we try 4 minutes? Yeah, try that. Disc 3. Game is definitely a case of having to get good. Why is everything so fast? What's going on? When I play the match, it's not this fast. This is insane. That's it. This is not going to work. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I think you're meant to go from the very earliest one and you work your way up. I'm going to try that. Because that was just impossible. That's horrible. I don't miss these days of having to hunt down floppies. You don't. There it is. Okay, let's try this. Oh, this is a little bit more sedate. Still doing terribly though. I'm going to try something. I'll go back to that in a minute, but I'm going to try doing high res. Anything else I can do? Players. You can add caravans, by the way. I have not done that. I'm not going to. Well, we'll try it later. But right now, we're not going to do it. It's always a bit weird that you have caravans. It didn't really work very convincing anyway. It's a bit strange. So we'll do the championship again, and we'll do this one again, but in high res this time. There you go. Terribly. Getting better. As we always do when I do these streams, I always get slightly better. So let's try again. I've only got 4 rematches apparently. I can do this. I believe in me. I can do the thing. I just, oh God, no! Come on! Oh no! Here's me trying to do something special, and I just mess up completely. I don't want him to lap me. That's just embarrassing. So if you want to watch a stream of someone playing Skidmarks really badly, you've come to the right stream. I will get this. I will get this. I will get better. I'm determined. Just carry on. Because out of all the ones I've raced so far, this one's the easiest. Another sort of negative about a game is there's no HUD at all to speak of. It's just the track, and you don't know which one you're controlling other than colour, I guess. It's not bad. You just need to know what colour you're driving, which does tell you at the beginning of the game, I guess. But if you're doing multiple players, it's difficult to. I do used to play as 2 players. It's fun. Slightly better. Slightly better. One more, once more with feeling. I won't last up there for much longer. Yeah, landing on people, you don't get much of a bonus. You can't explode. You can't crash. It is just racing. It's just pure finding that racing line, making sure you get around the corners right. I know what to do, but I don't know how to do it. This must be very frustrating to watch for people who do know how to do it. So for that, I apologise. I'm sure you're sick of this track as much as I am. But no! We're going to carry on, damn it! We're going to pursue this to the end. You voted for it. We're going to play it. I actually read the manual for the game. Of course I did. We always read the manual for the game before we play it. And it says it's very, very easy to get frustrated in this game. And they're right. It is very easy. I'm obviously not doing something right, but let's continue. Let's carry on. No. Getting better again, but I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out of retries. It's slightly better though. Almost getting there. So what I'm going to do is cancel that. We'll play that again, but this time with the caravans. So and we'll start the championship again with. It wants Cardiff too, everyone. Excitement. Can you feel it? No, I can. Please work, please work, please work. Woo! They're all driving around with caravans. There generally is caravan racing. It's a thing. There's also a thing in Skidmarks, and here it is. Sadly, my caravan experience has not ended well. I'm not. It's very frustrating not being able to. I'll try again. I'll try again. There's no special boost like there's in Mario Kart, by the way, in case you're wondering. You can't play a racing game without mentioning Mario Kart at least once. Like the law. I'm getting slightly better, but not good enough. Notice how the caravans disappear when they do the finish there. I'm going to try something, see what it looks like in low res, so you can see the caravans properly. I'll do a match race as well. Oh, okay. some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why, but these match races, the single match race, is much slower. Have you noticed that? It's very strange. But yeah, these caravans don't seem to be doing much. They're just kind of there. I think this is for practice, you know. This you have to get better at this. You have to practice in these single match kind of races because it's so much slower, and it's easier to drive around and stuff. But I'm not sure what their purpose is if they're so slow. So I've got an idea. I'm gonna change the track. I'm gonna go to floppy disk 6. We haven't used this one yet. Oh, this is a program disk. We've definitely used this one. Let's have a look. Here it is. Let's pop this one in and see what kind of tracks we've got on this. So, read floppy. Interesting. Oh, this one looks fun. Let's try that one. I'll practice my cornering. Give me that. Okay. I've overcooked that a bit. Portions of caravans makes no sense. Oh, just underhand. This green car's driving me crazy. Gotta say, this isn't the most interesting of tracks. I have chosen poorly. Almost ran over the man, the cameraman. There's another one around the corner. Very brave camera person. I did not quite manage to win. To change the track again, let's have a look. What's this one? I don't know why it's asking for track steer 6 again, but it does. Makes me nervous. Makes me think it might be able to. Can't read the VW cars as we've discovered, which is very sad. Never mind. Okay. Part of the course, really. What is this? Oh, we know we should be driving as cows. I don't know what I was thinking. I should be driving as a cow. Oh, I'm going to change car. I'm going to change the car next when we finish this, because that's a thing that exists in this game. You can drive around as a cow. Kind of iconic for the Skidmarks game, and actually making a new one. Believe it or not, they're making a new Skidmarks game. I saw it on Twitter, as most things are seen on Twitter. Sadly. Almost hit the side there. We all know how disastrous that is. It's definitely a much slower experience, much more sedate. Definitely think it's trying to teach you how to play the game. It really is. It's much slower than when you're playing, than trying to do the championship. I do think this is a practice mode. Let's change cars! There it is, the cow! See, I told you you could drive as a cow. It wants car disc 1. Disc 1. And car disc 1 we shall give it. Loading cow. Oh no, no, I can't read the... I'm so sorry everyone, looks I'm going to let you down on the cow front. It's not loading it, it's not decompressing it, you can see it can't. Very sad. Decrunching cow. And it says, let's race. Yes! What? I'm a cow! A cow! We are driving us around as cows. This blue player is very vicious as for a cow. Why? Why cows? Why? Why indeed caravan pulling cows? Actually, I can see the caravan pulling cow thing. That I can see. I can picture that. You know, this game reminds me a little bit of is it Kickstart on the NES? Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of that. But yeah, cows. Driving with cows, with caravans. That's Skidmarks. Super Skidmarks. Yeah, I got first. What is it doing? Let's change the track. Actually, no, cancel that. I'm going to go back to... I'm going to go high res again, because I prefer that. Oh god, here it is again, but this time in high res. Oh well, sorry everyone. Wish I wouldn't do that. Wish it would sort of take you back to... But no, you just got to do it again. You know, you can't... Oh, let's just do it what it looks like in high res. Cow racing in high res. On an Amiga on a sunny July afternoon in 2018. A game that's 23 years old. You know it is in all its glory. The Amiga 8200. which is what we're beaming from. It's coming out RGB, by the way. I plugged it in via RGB socket. Hence the video output is pretty good. My C64 cannot do RGB. It's very sad. And I've been looking into ways I can actually get that to do that output. But at the moment, my it looks a bit solder irony, which always worries me. I recently had my C64 bread bin repaired. I'm very happy to say it does actually work. But the power supply was broken. My power supplies are now broken. I had to get a brand new one, which I have got a brand new power supply. If you have a Commodore 64, get a brand new power supply. Do not use the one that's coming out with it. It's pretty bad. Yeah, they do bad things to C64s. They're dying. They can't go at constant voltage. All those terrible, terrible things. I got first again. Hey, check me out. So, yes. Shall we? Let's do one more championship. Let's try another championship. See if I can get better. Midget Madness. I don't know what that's about. Let's try this 4. Let's try you. There we go. Don't we'll call it. I think we haven't seen not a great deal. This is pretty much it. I'd love to be able to play more of the competitions, but they are really tough. It's much faster, difficult to control and everything. But I'm going to give it a shot. It's a bit of the last one though. We'll play out with this. I'll try and have a go a couple of times, but it's probably not going to end well. But hey, Skidmarks 2. That's what we wanted. That's what we're playing. Yay! Don't know what midget is, but we'll find out. Oh, right, little tiny cars. It's a little go-karts. That's cool. And I've still got the caravans on, by the way. I thought it'd be easy to play with the caravans. They don't seem to have any impact to the card handling at all, which makes no sense. They're just kind of there. I'm driving like a drunk man. I realise that. Sorry about that. Here it is. The end. We'll try one more time, and then I think we'll call it there. I mean, this is basically what Skidmarks is. There's not much else we can say. It's isometric racing game, which is what we promised this week. And turns out to be quite difficult. Yeah. Speed and approach, speed and approach, speed and approach. I know these things, but I don't know how to do it. You know, just I know these things. I know them all intellectually, but I don't know actually how to perform these acts. This is very frustrating, I'm sure, to watch. I know I'm doing wrong, so I can't actually do it. Alright, so there it is. Skidmarks, Super Skidmarks on the Amiga, running on the Amiga A1200 with its 4 megabyte of expansion, fast RAM expansion. Yeah, that was it. The game. Got the mouse going there. There's the mouse. I can actually bounce the ball back into the board. There's a little ball. There you go. It's cool. A little bit of problem with loading one of the floppies. Very unfortunate. I had to get it replaced or repaired or something. But again, thank you very much for watching this week. It's always great to have you. Without you, we wouldn't be doing the show at all. So next time we will be playing another game. We've yet to decide what that will be. But do you keep a watch out on our Twitter feed, the Retro Asylum Twitter feed, and we'll advertise, and on Facebook, of course, and also Discord. We'll be releasing another poll for the next game, episode 17, which will be next week. Until then, thank you very, very much for watching. I'm now signing off. Bye!